Leah, Layla, and Liana grew up in an old Victorian house at the edge of town. A place their parents always dismissed as having character. Whenever the girls complained about the eerie creaks and groans in the night. One stormy evening, while exploring the dusty attic, Liana found an old wooden chest. Inside, nestled in a bed of moth-eaten fabric, was a porcelain doll with jet black eyes and a stitched smile. Its name, faintly scrawled on the tag of its faded dress, was Isadora. Liana cradled the doll. "She's beautiful," she whispered. Leah and Leela exchanged a wary glance. "I don't like it," Leela muttered. "Something feels wrong." But Liana refused to leave Isadora behind. She carried the doll everywhere, talking to it in hushed tones, sometimes even laughing as if it had whispered something back. Then the nightmares started. Leah was the first to wake up to strange noises, soft giggles echoing through the hall at night. At first, she thought it was Liana, but one night, she peeked into Liana's room and froze. Liana was sound asleep, but the doll sat upright at the edge of her bed, its head tilted watching. Leah whispered urgently, shaking her sister awake. "Something's wrong with that doll." The next night, they decided to test a theory. Before bed, Leah locked Isadora in an old cabinet in the attic. She and Leela barely slept, listening for movement, their hearts hammering with every creak. At exactly 3:13 a.m., the door to their bedroom creaked open. Footsteps, small, deliberate, padded across the wooden floor. Leah reached for the flashlight and flicked it on. Liana stood in the doorway, her eyes dull, her lips moving as if she were speaking to someone unseen. In her arms, Isadora. "I told you not to take her away," Liana murmured in a voice that wasn't hers. "She doesn't like being alone." Leah and Leela bolted out of bed. "Put the doll down, Liana," Leah shouted. Liana giggled, or was it the doll? And the room went ice cold. The next morning, their parents found Liana sleeping peacefully, the doll back in her arms. Leah and Leela refused to touch it, refused to be in the same room with it. That very night, they buried Isadora deep in the woods. For a week, everything seemed normal. Liana barely spoke of the doll. They thought they were safe. Until the scratching began. Soft, insistent scratching against the bedroom door. Leah and Leela listened, frozen in their beds.